Speech off.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here to do a quick book reading update. As I mentioned in my last video rant, I don't have my Braille note anymore. It is broken. It is going in for repairs, and that means that I get to tell you what I thought about my books from memory, which means that from now on I will be doing a review. Basically, every time I finish a book, I'm going to talk about that book. So you're going to get a lot more videos from me. They'll be shorter, but, you know, it might be cool to have your individual reviews, right? For now, I need to talk about 3 books that I've read in the past 3 days because I'm going to forget about them and when I rated them, and I can't look at Goodreads because Goodreads is on my phone, and that's what I'm using to record. So, the life of a blind girl. Whatever. Anyway, let's just get started. So, let's just talk about the book I can't really talk about much. I finished the Three Pints Armand Gamache series. I read A World of Curiosities. I gave it 5 stars. Like I said, I can't really talk much about it. It's book 18, I think, in the series. Armand Gamache. The interesting thing about this book is that we kind of go into Armand Gamache's past from way back, because a case from very early in his career kind of comes back to the surface. And so we kind of follow that. And then we also follow this psychopath that we've been following for a lot of books that we thought was behind bars forever. So there's that. I can't really say much more than that. But yeah, it was a really good book. And I'm probably going to keep talking about these books because Meredith and Roxana from the Currently Reading podcast are doing a read through of Three Pines. So far they do an episode every 2 months or so. They're a little bit behind just because of the holidays and stuff. But so far they have 3 episodes out. So I'm probably going to reread the first 3 books or 4 books because there's going to be another episode out soon. But I'll probably do that next year. Honestly, Christmas just is not. Although maybe the second book is a Christmas book. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I have time for. But yeah, as of now, I've finished that series. I'm very happy about it. I accomplished a series. A very long series in a year. 18 books. So there's that one. Now, next book before it flees my brain. The Vanderbeekers Ever After. I'm totally going out of order. I read this one last. Krista from Books and Jams actually told me, or didn't really tell me, I heard about it in her video, that there was another book, the final book in the series, apparently, according to Goodreads. This one just came out recently. She read it. She loved it. I read it. I loved it. And I have a very complicated relationship with the Vanderbeekers. Some of the books I love, some of them I don't, but I gave this one 5 stars. This one had a lot to do with, well, someone in the family has an illness. I'm not going to say who because it's the end of the series and, I don't really want to say because people get attached to characters. But there's a cancer storyline, childhood cancer storyline, and somebody not in the Vanderbeek, well, there's somebody else who's more sick than the Vanderbeeker child who is sick. And put it this way, I bawled my eyes out. They really did not stray from the unfairness of childhood cancer. They went there. They didn't go there fully because they didn't kill off a main character, but they killed off someone, and I bawled my eyes out. So Krista, thanks. You did not tell me that this book would make me bawl. You just said it was good, which I guess I understand because she's trying to be more vague than I am about series, but woof. I was not expecting that. But it was definitely a good, when I saw the description, I was thinking, geez, how are you going to end this series with a downer like this? But she pulled it off. Karina Van Glazer, I think is her name. I'm sorry. I'm going off memory here. But yeah, I definitely loved this book. I'm glad I completed another series. Next, the last book I have is Flight by Lynn Steger Strong, I think is her name. This one, okay. I didn't know how to rate this because, okay, let me just start with description, kind of. Basically, it's about this dysfunctional family getting together for Christmas after the matriarch of the family has died. Like, they're having their first Christmas without their mother. These 3 siblings, 2 boys and a girl, and, you know, their spouses and children all come together to have Christmas without the matriarch for the first time ever. And everybody has, like, complicated feelings, and, like, they're trying to figure out who's going to get this house, and it's a whole thing. And among all this drama, there is a little girl who, and her single mother, and the mom was having, like, drug issues, and so she got her little girl taken away, but now she has her back, and she's trying to keep her, essentially. Like, don't do anything stupid to get her taken away again. Because one of the people in the family in this book is a social worker. That's how those two connect. Those 2 storylines connect, because this little girl is, I think, she's this woman Alice's case. Like, you know, she's her client. She's her caseworker. Alice is this little girl's caseworker. Maddie is the little girl's name. Alice is one of the wives of the children in this family. And Alice cannot have children. That's kind of one of the plots. Honestly, Alice is the only likable one in this family. Everybody else, like the siblings, all kind of suck in their own ways. Like, you know, the 3 blood siblings of this family. And then, just everybody kind of sucks. Like, they're all fighting over this house. Some of them, you know, they're having money issues, so some of them want to sell it and split it evenly. And then one of the youngest one, Kate, the only girl, like the baby of the family, Kate, wants to, like, keep it for sentimentality, and everybody's like, you're so selfish because you just want to keep this house. It's like, this is your stereotypical family who hate each other's guts, fighting over money and property and being terrible people. And the description made it sound like they were going to come together over this little girl and her mother needing help. And they kind of do to a certain extent, because this little girl goes missing and they have to help find her. And it brings them together in a sense that, like, for 5 minutes, they're like, oh, something else matters in life besides us. Like, there's something else besides our little small worlds, and, you know. But yeah, like, it's all just very, like, it's full of rich people or, like, well-off people behaving badly and having Christmas, and, like, it's hard to describe these people. It's so wild. So one of the brothers is married to this woman named, I think, Terry. And she's, like, a lawyer, and she's, like, a super control freak. And she's mad at him because he got in trouble with something at work, so he lost his job, and she's supporting the kids. But at the same time, like, she's supporting the family because she's working and he's not. But at the same time, she doesn't want to give up her job. She's one of those people who, like, you can't win either way. Like, she has to control everything. If you help her, she's mad. And if you don't help her, she's more mad. So she was aggravating. So, yeah, her husband was kind of... And then we have Kate, who is the baby of the family, like, you know, the original family. And she married this guy who everybody kind of considers this, like, a loser, sort of. But you kind of see where he's, like, a better person than they all think toward the end of the book. But, yeah, a lot of the family hate him. And then the other brother, Peter, there you go. Peter is married to Alice, and they have no children. And that's, like, their big storyline, that they can't have children. And Alice is, like, I think Alice is partly hoping that this little Maddie girl will, like, her mother will, like, screw up and she'll be able to adopt her or something. Like, she's attached this little girl to an unhealthy level, and that's part of the story. And Peter, her husband, never actually really wanted kids. He's, like, this super environmentalist who, like, thinks that everybody else is, like, selfish for reproducing, and, like, yeah. all of these people have reasons to be unlikable. So you'd think I'd rate it down for that, and yet I rated it, I think, 4 stars. Can't look at my Goodreads. I don't have any notes. Again, no device. But yeah, I was compelled by the story, even though I hated every single character in it, except for Maddie and her mother. Like, those are the only 2 sympathetic characters in this entire saga. Like, everybody else, you understood where they were coming from, but they're not nice people. And then the end of the book, they never ended up being nice people. Like, this is not... I went from the Christmas Hope series, where it's all sunshine and rainbows, to, like, Dysfunction City with these people, like, kind of deciding to be nice to each other for one night by the end of this book. I guess I kind of get why people recommended it. It is a good journey, like, but there's no resolution. They still kind of hate each other's guts by the end of it, so I don't know. I don't feel hope when I finish this book, I guess, even though it's a Christmassy type story, but yeah. Anyway, I can't say I hated it either, but yeah, those are the 3 books I've read so far this week. I will probably be back tomorrow with, I'm actually reading 2 books, in the middle of 2 books right now. Jo and Laurie, a Little Woman kind of remake, and Season to Love. I think it's like the second in the Love and Lennox series by Nicole Dees. I just started it. I'm taking a risk because I hated the first book. I hated Weston. I still hate Weston. Like, he made a brief appearance in the second book because, you know, it's about Weston's, I think his name is Weston, his sister. And yeah, so he made a brief appearance already, and he's already aggravating me, but I like his sister, and I think her romance will be more fun because, like, neither one of them actually wants to be together. So this isn't like this guy trying to, like, hit on this girl, and, you know, it's a different story. So I think I will like this one a bit more, hopefully. Wish me luck, Amanda and Katie, who are also, what do you call it? Nicole Dees people. Anyway, yeah, I'll come back and talk about those maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. We'll see. Now I have to do 1 book at a time because I can't read anymore. So now I have to listen to 1 book at a time, I guess. Because, like, I would go from listening to, like, I would kind of read as in, like, I would listen to a book that I didn't have in Braille, on audio. And then I would sometimes tandem read other ones, like the audio along with the Braille. But now I don't have the Braille, so now I have to focus on 1 book on audio. So, yeah. We'll see how I finish this year with Christmas, you know. Anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!
Speech on. Stop recording video.